Hey guys, how's everybody doing here? So Juan here. Let's dive into common phrases that we hear when it comes to gaslighting. Now, as I shared these with you, kind of keep an open ear and open mind to these key areas. Now, when it comes to gaslighting, make sure you check out the past videos that go into what gaslighting is, so you're aware of the details, if you will, to the process, the dynamics to it. Now, these phrases, they can, to a degree, take place in other spaces of life. I'm going to share them here with you so that you're able to connect them to gaslighting. And I find it important for us just to increase our level of awareness. If you're going to find yourself in a certain space, such as in a relationship, whether it's with a partner, a spouse, somebody that you're dating, it could be a parent, it could be a peer, it could be a coworker, a supervisor. We can be in different spaces. It doesn't always have to be this typical gaslighting experience of a spouse, your husband, if you will, or your wife, or whoever the individual may be. Gaslighting can take place in many different spaces. These phrases, I find that they're helpful for us to acknowledge them, to increase our level of self-awareness so that we're mindful, and then we know how to implement consequences we know how to implement boundaries into our life, and then provide those boundaries with consequences to keep us afloat. Now, I'm going to move my screen a little bit, so bear with me. All right, so here are the phrases. You are overreacting. Now, that phrase right away, you are overreacting, it really takes away the space of show up as you are. If you are in a healthy relationship, whether it's parent with child, your spouse, with a friend, right? And then you sit down with your friend and you tell them some things about your life. You share how you feel. You really pour it out there. Well, to do that, it takes vulnerability, right? To do that, it takes vulnerability. And I share with you how I'm feeling. And then when I share how I'm feeling, I'm sharing my thoughts. It may be challenging for me to do this. And I want to make sure this space that we have is safe, because I trust you saying what I'm going to say to you. And then the words that I hear from you are, you're overreacting. Wow. I feel like you're not really validating my space, validating the space that we're creating. I feel that my self-esteem just went maybe down low. Self-worth went down low. I feel attacked. I feel judged. I feel criticized. I feel that we're not really creating something here. And it's probably going to it's probably going to decrease my desire next time to share how I feel with you. And that's a common behavior there when it comes to gaslighting. You're in this relationship with someone. So let's say that it's with a parent, right? And then you find yourself in this space that you can't share what you want to share with your parent. You can't be honest with them. You can't tell them how you feel, because if you do, that credit's not going to be there, or they may say, where you're the one, making all these things. They may attack you, if you will, and that kind of puts you in this situation of, I'll just stay quiet. I just won't share what I want to share. Next phrase when it comes to gaslighting is, look, you are being overly sensitive. And that one connects to the first one of you are overreacting. And this one, whenever you hear this phrase, look, you are being overly sensitive, it puts us in this position of, first we question ourselves, right? It's one logical too. Am I being overly sensitive? And there's like classic examples of these where you're in a relationship and let's say that your partner engages in some sort of behavior, right? Like betrayal. And that's the statement that you get back. And maybe they add some to it. Maybe they tell you how much they love you and then get you a big trip somewhere. And then they throw that one out there. Look, you are being overly sensitive. What's challenging about that is that sometimes statements remind us of our past, where I may have grown up in a house where my parents may say things like that to me. So then I find myself in a relationship. My partner says, "Hey, you're being overly sensitive," and then knock knock, there goes my past, and now I'm more than likely just to shut down. Again, we want to have these relationships have green flags. Green flags, right? Green flags means go. Red flag means stop. A relationship where someone's telling you the complete opposite. Someone's saying, "Hey, share with me how you feel. Let all that out. This is a safe, healthy space." Next phrase is, no one likes you. With that phrase, we are attacked. We're judged, we're criticized. And often whenever we are in this dynamic in a relationship with someone that's engaging in gaslighting, it's important to think about their motive, right? The individual's motive. And part of that motive is to kind of put us in this position of questioning ourselves. Part of that motive is putting us in a position to judge ourselves, to criticize ourselves, to attack ourselves, to lower our self-esteem, lower our self-confidence, lower our self-worth. So then when I get to this point that my partner, my friend, my peer, whoever this person is in my life is saying, no one likes you, it's going to increase my likelihood to remain silent, to say less. Next phrase that I want to share here when it comes to phrases connected to gaslighting is take that off. You look horrible. Wear this instead. And these words you could change around, but it's where you find yourself in this relationship and you can't, you struggle to be your authentic self, right? So you put something on, right? I put this on and I'm like, this feels good, right? I got my sweater and I'm feeling good with it. And then I'm in a relationship and my partner says, Dad, take that off. You look horrible. Wear this instead. Two key elements we can point out are happening there. One is a sense of control. When we walk into a relationship, we want to walk in their whole. We want to walk into a relationship with freedom. I want to be able to be in this space, in this relationship, being the person that I am, not being the person that you want me to be. Because then what's the point of us being together if I'm having to be somebody else, right? You're wanting to have a relationship with somebody else. That somebody else ain't me. That's the first point there when we disconnect from our authentic self. The second point that is important to consider in that statement, take that off, you look horrible, wear this instead, is that insecurity that sometimes comes with gaslighting. Insecurity where we may be with a partner and that person, typically that's connected to gaslighting. The person engaging in gaslighting tends to have a sense of insecurity in their life. So if I'm the one engaging in gaslighting, maybe I feel insecure in me, right? Maybe I feel like my partner's way too beautiful to be with me. So then I'm telling my partner, wear these clothes, right? Put a Harry Potter cloak on. Put one of those Lord of the Ring cloaks on. Just really cover yourself so no one sees you. And my partner doesn't like that, but I'm doing that for me. I'm doing that because of my jealousy, my insecurity, my doubt. I feel that I'm not good enough. So then all this I project onto my partner. And as I project and push all this onto my partner, it really disconnects them from their authentic self. Because again, when we walk into relationships, we're looking for those green flags. And we want to walk in there whole. Whole meaning, in case you're kind of wondering what that term there, whole meaning like you are your authentic self. You're connected to your purpose, to your values. You're able to take deep breaths. You're not walking on eggshells. You're able to share your thoughts and feelings. You're loved as you are. You're loved for being you. Last one I want to share here, and then before I share this one, again, there are ample terms to connect to gaslighting. Ample phrases that connect to gaslighting. This is just a few. I find that in life that it's important for us to build knowledge, build education, so that when we are in different spaces, we're able to have our ducks in a row, if you will. We're able to find and identify those green flags. This last one is, are you serious? Gaslighting? You are the one gaslighting me. And that's a very common one when I'm working with individuals where I find themselves in these spaces and that the person engaging in gaslighting will shift things around. And that connects to coercion, that connects to manipulation, that connects to blame mentality, if you will, where you're kind of spinning things around. And at that point, if you're receiving that, right, if I am sharing with this person that's engaging in gaslighting and I'm saying, I'm telling them how I feel, right? I feel that, my head's spinning. And they go, hey, listen, are you serious? Gaslighting? You are the one gaslighting me. Well, my head's already spinning. I'm already in the relationship where there's a lot of red flags. I'm already in a relationship where more than likely I'm not sticking to my boundaries. So it's likely that I'm going to receive that statement and kind of go, am I gaslighting? Right? Because that is common when it comes to when we receive, right? When gaslighting is taking place, we question our very reality. Now, before you head off, I want to encourage that if you find yourself in this space where these phrases are connecting to you, number one, take time to connect with a local professional in your area. If you're close to my area, reach out. If you're not, reach out to somebody in your area, a mental health professional. It really helps to find a space that you're able to say, hey, this is what's happening in my life. Here's my subjective view, right? Here's how I feel, my experience. What do you think? And having that space with a clinician really gives you a non-judgmental, unbiased, and a space. It's a space that you feel comfort in, a space that you're supported in, and I think that's a good direction to go in. In addition, take time to maintain this idea of your green flags. Green flags tend to keep us afloat in life. Again, if you're thinking about what is this concept of green flags, consider it. What are all the positives, the goods that I need in my life to really give me that foundation and stability. Green flag in a relationship, right, could be that I want to be around individuals that support me, individuals that say, what are your values? And I say, my values are X, Y, and Z. And they go, okay, I'm gonna hold those down with you. I'm gonna be with you with those values. A red flag is I share my values and they go, we're not gonna do those values. So now I feel disconnected to my identity because our values and our identity are very closely merged. I hope that you found this video helpful. Leave me a like, subscribe. That helps to grow the channel. I love showing up here in this space with you. Any questions that you have, comments, let me know. I don't claim to know everything. I do enjoy learning. I enjoy growing. I enjoy having this position, being able to connect with so many of you. I'm extremely appreciative of it, that, you want to take time out of your day. Time is that one element, right, that we value, that we don't get back. So with immense gratitude, I want to thank you for taking time. Take care, my friends. I'll see you in the next video.